What's up, y'all? Welcome back to a brand new arm day video where I'm gonna be obviously doing arm day. Arm day is the best training day in my opinion. I really like arm day, training my arms because my arms are my weak point. So I've decided to give my arms a dedicated day in order to bring my arm strength up and build my arms, because two of my weakest muscle groups are my biceps and my shoulders. And of course, those two are on my arms, you know? So I've just decided to add a specific day to arm training. And it's been going very well so far. Like right here, with the barbell curls, I did 10 pounds instead of my usual 7.5. And I was able to rep it for at least 4 reps, which is not that bad. It's not bad for what I was expecting. Like, I was expecting at least 3, but I got 4. And that's not far away from 6 reps. So I'm probably going to continue repping out 10s on each side of the bar to see how I'm going. But I'm glad I was able to rep out 10. But all in all, today was a pretty good training day. Like today, I also hit shoulders, of course, which is another one of my weakest muscle groups. And I was also pretty good. Like my shoulder press, bro, the shoulder press was pretty brutal today. I mean, hitting shoulders with doing dumbbell shoulder press is pretty brutal. Especially because I'm changing the way I do it. Because usually I hold the dumbbells in front of me, but now I'm doing it on the sides, you know, like I'm holding the dumbbells directly to my sides. And what I've noticed when I did that is that it actually hits my shoulders way better. I get a better shoulder connection, a better mind muscle connection when my elbows are out to my sides instead of more inwards. Also, when I first started training, I was a dumbass because I never took shoulder training seriously. I never trained my shoulders because I thought shoulders weren't an important muscle to train. I prioritized my chest, my back, my triceps. Bro, my triceps are like one of the strongest muscles in my arms, bro. In fact, it's the most strongest muscle in my arm. It's my triceps. Because you're going to see more later, bro. Right now for shoulder press, I'm doing 33 pounds. For the bicep curls, I was doing 10 pounds each. While for my triceps, I was doing 40 pounds. You see the difference? Like, my triceps are strong as fuck. It's one of my most developed muscles, too. When I see my triceps in the mirror, I have the whole package. You know that horseshoe tricep shape, whatever? Like, you know when you have good-ass biceps? My bad. When you have good-ass triceps, your triceps have this horse shape kind of look. I have that, bro. When I flex my triceps, I have that horseshoe look. Like when it comes to my triceps, I basically have it all done. I have well-developed triceps. That's why for triceps, I usually do them at the end of my arm days because they aren't really a priority. My priorities are my biceps and my shoulders. There's this advice that I'm following, and a lot of people follow it too. But basically, the muscle group that you want to like grow the most, the one that you want to prioritize, the one that you want to really grow, that should be the first one that you should be training before any other muscle. So like for me, for instance, I want to prioritize my biceps. So the first thing I do is train my biceps doing barbell curls. And then I move on to shoulders because that's the other muscle I want to prioritize. So I do bicep curls, then I do shoulder press, and then I move on to my other exercises. But basically, my priority is the biceps, so I do bicep training first before anything else. You probably noticed throughout my videos or in this video that I train all these exercises to failure. And that's very important, bro. And that goes for every exercise too, not only for arms. Because these ugly ass faces that I'm doing is for a reason. It's because I'm training hard. I'm training to my maximum potential. I'm training until my muscles can't even carry the weight. Like right here, you see that face I'm making? It's because I'm pushing to my max. And that's what we want to be doing in every single exercise to get the most out of the exercise and to produce muscle growth, because our body needs a reason to grow. If we don't exercise with any pain, then our body is not going to grow, bro. It's like when we're gonna heat up some food or something. You need to turn on the heat in order for the food to heat up, or else, you're not gonna heat up anything. The food needs to heat up with the flames, and it needs to boil and get hot, and it starts getting hotter and hotter.
Holy shit.
Until eventually your food is hot. That's like the best analogy I could come up with. But basically, when it comes to muscle building, you need to be exercising until your muscles can't budge the weight. Because to build muscle, bro, we need to consistently be breaking muscle fibers, and we need to be consistently getting stronger. That's why being consistent in the gym is very important, because time, how do I say this? Like, day by day, our muscles are going to adapt. They're going to get stronger. They're going to be breaking down. Like, the muscle fibers inside our muscles are going to break, but they're going to repair and get bigger through rest days, or resting, when we rest. Like, through sleep, or when we take a rest day, that's when they're going to recover, grow, and get bigger. You don't even need to go to the gym in order to build muscle. Like, look at me right now. I'm in my basement using dumbbells, a barbell I bought, and a bench. That's all I'm using right now to build muscle. And with that equipment, you could build decent muscle. You don't need a whole entire gym. If you have what I have, then you could build muscle, bro. You just gotta be consistent, eat enough protein, train hard, and you should see results. But anyway, that's all for today, bro. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.